Hey guys, okay, so I know I look crazy with my wig cap on, but this is gonna be my first YouTube video, and these next couple of videos will be my product for my senior project. So yeah, today I'm gonna be filming like a everyday makeup tutorial, and I'm gonna show you how I apply my wigs, and yeah, that's basically it. So I'm sitting in my dad's room upstairs, so hence all the army stuff. Yeah, but I'm not gonna be looking crazy for long. Got my mirror, so if I'm looking away from my phone, it's because I'm looking at my mirror. That's right there. So yeah. All right, so first I'm gonna start off by moisturizing my skin because I just washed my face and it's really dry. So I just like to start off with my eyebrows, and I'm gonna be using an eyebrow pencil from NYX. I also don't have my glasses on, so if I can't read something, I'm sorry, but it says NYX micro brow pencil. Looks like this, and I don't know what the color is. I feel like it's like, I don't know, I'll just put it in the description. First I'm gonna start off just spooling my eyebrows just like that. And then when I start off with my eyebrows, I like to draw a line under my brows first, and then I start filling them in. So just lining my brows, and it's fine if it's not perfect because we're gonna go and clean them up later and stuff. So when I have that, I just start on whichever one, and I just start filling it in like so. And to make them like as natural as possible, I kind of just follow like where my natural hairs would be, which I don't have many, as you can see, because that's just how my eyebrows grow for whatever reason. But I just kind of follow my natural eyebrow. Same with the arch and everything. Like I try not to like overdraw them or like create an exaggerated arch or whatever, because I don't really need to. I kind of like my eyebrows to be kind of natural. And I leave the front of my eyebrows until the end. So terrible. So if you saw my video from my Instagram account, my makeup Instagram, let's just have a moment of silence, because boy, my eyebrows were atrocious. But anyway, so for the front of my brows, I just do little upward strokes like so, and then I take the spoolie and just brush through it. There, natural eyebrow. It's so simple. And yep, that's all I really do for my eyebrows. And sometimes, depending on like the wig that I'm wearing, or if I'm wearing my natural hair, I like to take an eyeshadow and like darken them, or like change the color or whatever, because my natural hair right now is dyed red, so like bright red. So like sometimes if I'm wearing my natural hair, I'll just take like a I would show you the specific eyeshadow, but I don't have it. It's the Tartelette and Bloom 2 palette, and I'll just take that like kind of burgundy-ish shade and fill in my brows like over top. You really can't see it that much, but like you can see it in the light because it'll match my hair and stuff. So sometimes I just do that, but that's really all I do for my brows. And then, or sometimes I'll just darken them with a brown eyeshadow, which I think I'm gonna do that right now. because I kind of want them to be a little bit darker. So I'm just taking this angled eyebrow brush. Ooh, this angled eyebrow brush. It's kind of thick, so I don't ever use it to like fill in my actual brows. But I'm just gonna take this dark brown from my Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm gonna just go over my brows. Yeah. So next, I'm gonna take this little teeny tiny angled brush again, but it's really teeny tiny, and I'm gonna use that to conceal under my brows. And I'm using this Wet n Wild concealer. I don't know what shade this is because I can't see, but anyway, I'm gonna just take it like this, and sometimes I'll just take this and like go under my brows and then clean it up with this brush. But for right now, I'm just doing this. I'm gonna take my mirror because I can't see that far, and I'm gonna just clean up under my brows like that. That's really it that I do for my brows as far as cleaning them up with concealer. And then I'm gonna take this clear mascara, clear brow gel, or whatever. It's really not clear anymore. It's kind of nasty, so I'm not even gonna show it to you, but it's this Great Lash clear mascara or whatever. And I'm gonna just brush it through my brows. And yeah, that's it. Next, I'm gonna move into eyeshadow, and I'm gonna take, oh, I'm sitting on this beanbag chair, it's getting hot. But I'm gonna take the same concealer that I used to clean up my brows, and I'm gonna just put it on my eyelids like so. And then sometimes I'll take a brush, but I'm just gonna take my beauty blender and blend it in. And then I'm gonna take some powder and set it. Now I'm using this brush, this Real Techniques brush. I don't know which one it's supposed to be. Oh, it says it's a setting brush. So yeah, I'm gonna take this one, and this is a Maybelline Fit Me. They're like loose powder in the shade 10, Fair Light, I guess. Yeah, so I'm gonna just take that and set my eyelids. Dust it off so I don't get all over the place. Like that. And next, I'm gonna move on to eyeshadow. So I'm using my Modern Renaissance palette. This is usually the palette that I use like all the time. I mean, I have other palettes, but this is my favorite one, so this is the one I normally use. I'm in need of a new palette. I don't know which one I should get next, so if you have any recommendations, let me know. But yeah, as you can see, it's pretty well used because I love it. And I always just use the brush that came with it because why not? I like it. Works fine, I guess. So I'm gonna start with burnt orange, this color right here, and use that as my transition shade. And I always use one brush for my whole eyeshadow look. I don't really see a point in like, you know, switching out brushes and all that extraness, because I don't really have to do all that. I don't know, maybe I'm just lucky. Do the same thing to the other eye. I like to do both eyes at the same time because, like I said, I use one brush, so if if I were to go into a darker shade and just be doing one eye at a time, then it would just completely ruin the other eye. So I just like to do both at the same time. So once my transition color is down, I'm going into Real Gar. I don't know how you say that, but that color right there. And I'm just gonna put this on the outer corner of my eye. I'm just gonna pack it right there and blend it inward, but I'm not gonna go all the way in with all the product. I'm just gonna take like the excess or whatever and just blend it in. Now this eyeshadow look, this is kind of like what I normally do. Like, I don't want to say on an everyday basis because I don't wear makeup every day like I used to. So this is just like whenever I wear makeup, this is usually what I go for, because it's just simple. It kind of matches every look, every season, all that jazz, you know. So yeah, and I also like to like blend stuff out with my finger a lot. So yeah, once that's down, then I'm gonna take a smaller brush, this little teeny tiny one. I think it's an Eco Tools brush, and so was the one I cleaned up my brows with. And I'm just gonna take the brown that I used to darken my eyebrows, and I'm gonna put it right in the crease, like right there, just to darken up my crease a little bit. But I'm not going crazy because, like I said, this is kind of just an everyday makeup look that I reach for. So yeah, and then I'm gonna take my same brush and blend that in. And I just realized that I forgot to bring my lip gloss in here that I was gonna wear, but it's fine. So yeah, that's really it. Now sometimes I'll go in with like a shimmer shade and just put it on my lid, but you know what the heck, I'm gonna do it. But instead of just a shimmer shade, I'm gonna take my highlighter that I'm gonna use later with it, which is this Master Chrome by Maybelline. I'm not gonna wet it or anything because I just want to like just kind of lay it on there just a little bit. Just like that. And that's it for the eyes for now. We'll come back to them later. So next we're gonna go to foundation. Normally I like to use, these are my top 3 foundations that I always use. This is the LA Girl foundation, Wet n Wild foundation, and the Milani foundation. Now, this Wet n Wild one is like my all-time favorite foundation, but as you can see, it look a little bit dark because it is. It's like, this is like my summer foundation, my summer shade when I'm tan. So, not gonna use that today because it is way too dark. So, lately I've been using the LA Girl Pro Coverage in the shade, I don't know, I think it's something beige, nude beige. It's the one that I have been using because it matches my like paleness almost perfectly. Like, it just matches like my skin, like my tone. Like, I'm like have this olive color going on, I don't know. And the Milani one is in the shade Sand Beige. Now I will use this one. I probably am gonna use this one today because it's more full coverage and I have a couple little bumps going on from what, I don't know. So I think I am gonna use this one today, and I might mix it a little bit with the LA Girl one because yeah. So I'm gonna just put it on the back of my hand, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of this LA Girl one because it is a little bit lighter than the other one. So I'm just gonna take the back of this brush and mix them in because I usually just put it directly on my face, but I left that brush in my bathroom. So I'm just blending it on my hand, and I'm gonna Just gonna take my beauty blender and I'm gonna take the fat side, just start blending it in. Now, when you pick a foundation shade, you have to pick one that matches your neck. Now, I suck at picking foundation shades because they're always like, I don't even know. I just suck at them. Mixing these two together didn't help me much, but it's fine because we're gonna lighten it up with concealer and all that later. But you'd rather your foundation be, I'd say you'd rather it be darker, like too dark than too light. Because if it's too light, then it'll just look ashy, like it'll look crazy ashy. But when it's too dark, you know, you can fix it with some concealer or you can blend in a lighter foundation or whatever. But yeah. These foundations, this Milani and the Wet n Wild one, are kind of dark because they're like the ones that I use in the summertime. Because that was really the last time I bought foundation because like I said, I don't really wear makeup like I used to. But yeah, I'm just blending it all down my neck. And I have to make sure I get, like, you see where these, like, right there. Because foundation never sticks there for some reason. Now I'd look a whole nother color, but it's fine. Because that coverage, though. Ignore this and that. I don't know where they came from or who told them it was okay. But we're just gonna ignore it for right now. Next, I'm gonna take my concealer, wherever I put it, and we're just gonna conceal everywhere. I like to conceal under my eyes, because as you can see, I got some dark circles, because your girl is dead, like, all the time. Don't know why, but yeah. And my Cupid's bow, my nose, and my forehead. Now when my foundation's too dark, I like to put kind of a lot on my forehead so it'll blend out good. So yeah. And we're just gonna blend it out with my beauty blender. Now this concealer is really good on not drying up too fast, so you won't have to, like, you know, go back and forth or like do a section at a time. It doesn't really dry up too fast. So next, I'm gonna go in with some cream contour. I don't do this every day, but some days I like to do it so that I can use less powder contour, because I don't know, I really do like the way this looks better than a powder contour. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on my forehead, and then I like to put it on the tip of my nose and under my lip and on my chin. I usually use a brush to do this, but I don't know where that brush went and like disappeared into thin air, so I'm using my beauty blender for this. So next I'm just gonna get any creasing out of my under eye, and then we're gonna bake. And I'm taking the same powder that I used to set my under eye, and I'm just gonna flip this around up to the last clean side of this sponge, and then just gonna bake. During the day or whatever, because I don't know. Next I'm gonna take this Real Techniques brush, this big old fluffy brush, and I'm gonna dip it in this same powder and kind of just buff it over the rest of my face. Just set in that foundation and cream contour and all that other stuff. You want to make sure you always set your foundation if you're going to put another powder on top, because if not, it's going to do this weird thing and like it's going to look crazy. So just make sure you powder all that foundation, set it in, all that jazz. So next, while this is baking, I'm going to take this Too Faced bronzer, I guess, whatever. Bake Luminous Glow Bronzer that my best friend got me for my birthday a long time ago, and it's in the shade Sweet Tea. It looks like this. So I'm just taking this one right here, and I'm gonna take a fluffy brush if I can find it, because I'm a mess. Oh, here it is. I'm gonna take this fluffy brush, which is an EcoTools brush. I got these brushes, my brother got them for me for my birthday. Take this angled, I think it's an eyeshadow brush, but I use it to contour my nose, and so we're gonna dip it in this same thing, tap it off. I gotta get off a lot of this excess so it doesn't look crazy, and I'm gonna do this with my face and just go down the bridge of my nose like so. And I love doing this because my nose be looking snatched whenever I do. And then I like to take it right here and just bring it as far in as you want, and then blend it out. Snatched. And then I like to take the brush that I used to set and just go over it and blend it out a little and all that stuff. So now I'm just gonna wipe this away. I'm gonna take the brush that I used to set my whole face and just kind of go over my face. Make sure I got all that powder off. Make sure everything's blended in. And I'm just gonna bronze my forehead a little bit more. So it won't look so huge. And my chin. And yeah. So now we're gonna go back to the eyes, and I'm just gonna take the same eyeshadow brush and I'm gonna dip into Real Gar and just go under my eyes. Like so. And then I'm gonna take the little brush again if I can find it. Dip into that brown. And I put it like on the outer corner of my lower lash line. Like so. So next, I'm gonna put on some blush. And I'm taking this little Tarte blush that I got. This little teeny tiny one because I got it with my little beauty points or whatever. I'm gonna take this other little Eco Tools brush and just tap it all in there. Sweep it on my cheeks. Now, I don't always like to wear blush, but sometimes I do. Depends. It looks like crazier on my phone for whatever reason, but it doesn't look that crazy in person. So next is my favorite part, as you all know. Highlighter. You already know. So I'm taking my little fan brush from Real Techniques, and this is the Master Chrome in Molten Gold. Y'all, just wait. Do y'all see that? Do y'all see that blinding gold? Like, yeah. Then I'm gonna take the back side, the other end of my eyeshadow brush, and I'm just gonna go back into my eyeshadow palette, and I'm gonna use, I don't know what this says, but I'm gonna use this shade right here to highlight my inner corners. Kind of this pinky shimmery shade. I'm gonna highlight my brow bone with the same shade. Like so. And next, I'm just gonna set my face with some setting spray before I apply my mascara. If I can find my setting spray. The heck? Where you went? Oh, here it is. This is the Wet n Wild Natural Finish setting spray. Here we go. I hate this. Okay. And now I'm just gonna curl my lashes. And we're gonna put on some mascara. And we're just gonna act like I put on lipstick / lip gloss because I really forgot my lip gloss. But the mascara I'm using is just this e.l.f. mascara. I don't like to, you know, go crazy on mascaras because, like, spend a lot on mascaras because, I mean, they all work the same on my lashes pretty much. But this one, this is And there we go. That's the finished look, you know, minus some lip product, but it's fine.